Michael Morell, a former CIA director, said Russian soldiers should be killed in Syria to solve the crisis in the country.
We need to make the Iranians pay a price in Syria. We need to make the Russians pay a price. The other thing I would do...
We make them pay the price by killing Russians?
Yes.
Michael Morell added that the killing of Russians should be done covertly, but in such a way that the Kremlin would get the message. He says he hasn't discussed the idea with Hillary Clinton, whom he's endorsed for president. Morell is also a strong critic of Clinton's opponent, Donald Trump. The former CIA deputy director's endorsement of Clinton has not gone unnoticed. The Democratic candidate retweeted an interview by Morell where he accused Trump of being an unwitting agent of Russia. The Republican frontrunner was quick to hit back with a tweet of his own, calling Morell a totally Clinton flunky. We got reaction to Morell's call to kill Russians from former MI5 agent turned whistleblower Annie Machin.
This is more like an alarming job application by Morell. So he would love to have a senior post in any Clinton administration if she were to be elected. And he's saying what he thinks she would like to hear about how America should deal with the situation in the Middle East. And if indeed this does reflect her own views, then we've got to the absurd position where actually world peace might be in safer hands if Donald Trump were elected president. I think this is a general reflection of the American establishment. I mean, ever since the presidency of George W. Bush, there's been a hit list of countries that America has tried to ensure a regime change happens within. It's, I think, fundamentally consistent with the sort of hawkish neocon approach that the American establishment has been taking against many countries in the Middle East to preserve their interests there, to prop up some of their close allies like Saudi Arabia and the dictatorships across the Middle East as well. But also consistent in trying to provoke a reaction from Russia. I mean, the US and EU-backed coup in Ukraine was an immense provocation, and it's really because Russia has managed to show a great deal of self-restraint in that area, and in the face of provocation with big NATO exercises in the Baltic states and Poland and all the rest of it. That is the only reason that we have not seen an escalation into war.